Hello and welcome to highlights of Stage 3 of the Santos Tour Down Under. 93.2 kilometres today from Adelaide to Campbelltown. The grand finale for the women's race will be one for the climbers. We'll see the women's peloton climb a grueling 1,773 metres, including one of Adelaide's toughest and most iconic ascents, the Corkscrew Road. Before they got to that, though, zip track sprints at Pioneer Avenue and then at Gumaracha before the punishing climb of Corkscrew Road. 24.4% maximum gradient. The expectation was a big attack by Trek Segafredo's Amanda Spratt. Stuart O'Grady waved the flag and the riders were off, and the first attack of the day would be one that would stick for a majority of stage. Georgia Danford and Gina Ricciardo going clear. Daria Pikalik, opening day stage winner, swept up the 1 second. And then it would be up to the ARA Skip Capital rider, Lucinda Stewart, who went off and made contact with the leading group. At this point, they had just over 2.5 minutes advantage. As they headed into the hills and some of the uncategorised climbs, Georgia Danford of Coop High Tech Products was the first rider to lose contact, leaving the two Aussies in the lead. On the descent, however, the 18-year-old ARA Skip Capital rider slid out on the descent. She was quickly back up and on her way, cuts to her elbow and her knee, but that would be her time in the lead done. Gina Ricciardo, the final rider to be swept up, but the Team Bridge Lane rider has been one of the most combative riders of the race. Onto Corkscrew Hill. Some of the motorbikes just getting a little bit too close. It was Loretta Hansen that was leading out on the climb, and they were sitting a blistering pace, and that was for teammate Amanda Spratt. She handed over to Aussie champion Brodie Chapman. Alex Manley, who had gone into the day with an 8-second advantage over Georgia Williams and Grace Brown, was sliding to the back of the leading group. Amanda Spratt had started the day at 14 seconds as Brodie Chapman rode herself to a standstill. She then gave the nod to Amanda Spratt. It was time to go. Manley was at the back of the group. Grace Brown was the only rider to stay almost in contact with Amanda Spratt on the climb. 3 times the general classification winner of the Santos Tour Down Under. Twice on the podium of the Giro d'Onne. She was wearing the FX Queen of the Mountains jersey. She crested the summit and made that classification secure. Grace Brown following behind. It would then become a battle between these two riders, both phenomenal descenders. Ella Wiley and Henrietta Christie in the Zwift Best Young Riders jersey crested the summit, leading the chasing group behind. At that point, Alex Manley nowhere to be seen. On the descent, Amanda Spratt did everything that she could to hold off Grace Brown, but as they came through the Flamme Rouge with 1 kilometre to go, it was a battle between the FDJ Suez rider and the Trek Segafredo rider. Grace Brown launched her sprint, 10 bonus seconds on the line as well. She started to edge clear, and she starts her 2023 World Tour campaign with a stage win, and with it, the overall general classification. Amanda Spratt had done everything that she could to try and take the stage and the Santos Tour Down Under, but the day belongs to FDJ Suez and Grace Brown. What a great team performance yet again from the French squad. Your top 10 on the stage looks like this. Grace Brown from Amanda Spratt. Georgia Williams leading in the sprint from the group behind. Di Francesco, Rosamund Gannon, Neelan Christie, Steels, Dobell Hickok and Wiley, your top 10. Great sprint from Grace Brown. Comes into this season looking in phenomenal form. For Amanda Spratt, though, looking back to her brilliant best. And the general classification finishes like this. Grace Brown takes it by 10 seconds from Amanda Spratt, 19 to Georgia Williams. Ruby Rosamund Gannon in 4th. Dobell Hickok, Di Francesco, Christie, Wiley, Neelan and Smith, your top 10, with Henrietta Christie taking the Best Young Riders classification. Grace Brown adds a name to a roll call of honour takes that famous ochre jersey, starts her season with that, and also takes the first leader's jersey in the Women's World Tour. The 1, 2, 3, Grace Brown from Amanda Spratt, who also took the Queen in the Mountains. Third overall for Georgia Williams. Henrietta Christie takes the Zwift Best Young Riders classification, and with it, the blue jersey as the best young rider in the Women's World Tour. The World Tour now heads to the Cadel Evans Road Race on the 28th of January.